kind of a common one, but I think the most common starters are definitely either River or Main Street.
Yeah. Thunderpoint is definitely an interesting map to me because like it looks like it should play really similarly to like River Drift, but it just doesn't at all.
I both like and dislike Thunderdrift because Thunderpoint. Because I don't know. I think this like turn 2 is always like really heady because it's like, do I push? Is my opponent gonna push? Do I defend? Are they gonna defend? Like this one, I think has like a really important turn 2.
Yeah. Is either you choose like the right side or like the upper part.
Yeah, because it's like even Pinon's trying to think like, I'm probably gonna go here, but what if Ljovynn's thinking of going over here? Is it even going to be worth it to defend? What might he be pushing with?
It's sort of like that's X-Max Garden situation where like you have to choose which side, and if the opponent chooses the same side, then it's like
Pinon opts for the defense, but doesn't really do much. Because he played that Ursine Anomaly Grizz, the Fry just kind of eats it up.
Yeah.
And now, we're gonna see if Pinon decides to go offensive or not, but Ljovynn's just kind of going on that right side now. I think I said Pinon before, but because I forgot who we're specking.
Ooh. I still see a Snatcher spot there. It's cool.
Wait, where's the Snatcher spot? Because I know Pinon loves Snatcher, so.
It's near the card Ljovynn just played next to the special block.
Ljovynn gonna defend with this little Judd. Pretty solid move, I think, because if Pinon tries to push, there's a fairly good chance that this might activate. But Pinon manages to push through it just a little, but this classic big man combo. Yeah, that one's a classic.
Ooh, gorilla.
Yeah, really taking advantage of Pinon's push right there.
Oh, it's not Snatcher, it's Octocopter. I got them mixed up.
There was like almost the Snatcher spot I thought maybe you were talking about, but Ljovynn's gonna go real aggressive and try to pull this. It doesn't block the spot, but it does a little bit of damage.
They're both flying things, I got them confused.
Like I said, it's crazy that you forget what the cards look like when you don't play. But Ljovynn concedes.
Interesting.
So Pinon's gonna take game 1.
I don't think there was a whole lot Ljovynn could have done there, to be fair. Like, there wasn't very much space left to play, and there was like, what, 4 or 5 turns left? And I think Pinon also had a big advantage with special as well. I'm going Thunderpoint again. I'm going for a rerun, I suppose.
Yeah, going for that run back.
Ooh, that's
really solid starting hand, though.
That is a nice opening hand.
Gonna play the Horrorborse, set up that same big man combo in his base. I bet he's thinking that since I was defensive last game, let me go aggressive this time.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see though, because he could easily get up into that corner of Pinon's base. Gag. Pinon takes that side, but But now, Pinon, Ljovynn opts to instead of go for the defensive play. Oh no, never mind.
I think I like the Forge better, because he's still gonna get to play that big man. Like, no matter what Pinon does, I don't think the big man spot can be interrupted.
Yeah.
And yeah, gonna opt for that Forge. Try to push a little bit into Pinon's base. Try to disrupt him instead.
Ooh, yeah, Pinon doesn't defend his base at all.
But now Ljovynn has the choice of, do I play that big man now or try to disrupt even further? Goes to disrupt even further. It kind of works. Overwrites a little bit of that end parry.
Yeah, because Pinon decided to go for the defensive play.
Well, I think that Overlord is really good because it gets one special, but then the Octocopter can get two when he plays that. And depending how Pinon pushes, he won't activate another special for Ljovynn, but he's gonna be able to get a
really nice play. That is a really, really nice play. That is going to give Ljovynn quite a bit of special as well.
I like that Overlorder.
Pinon opts to pass, yeah. Interesting. He probably doesn't have that good of a hand right now.
Yeah. I wonder if... I don't remember if Pinon is running Octocopter as well, because there's a nice little spot for one up in his base.
Where
I think Ljovynn's considering it. Like, Ljovynn's considering that Pinon might have it, because he stuck the Tenatech for a second to see if he could block it. Oh, but Pinon must not have it if he's specialing the small fry.
Yeah.
But Ljovynn's got a pretty solid lead. I don't really know if Pinon can bring this one back.
Yeah. It's getting a bit bleak for Pinon here. Especially with the many passes that they've had to do.
Yeah, there's a 32-point difference, and Ljovynn can still play the suction bomb. Like, he's gonna have so much special for these last two turns. Yeah, Pinon just gives up.
I'm not surprised. Ljovynn wins game 2. So, sets equal. It's definitely a bit more of a one-sided game than the last one. At least near the end. So I definitely got what I wanted out of that Thunderpoint rerun.
Yeah, he was confident that playing it again, he'd take the game. They picked Riverdrift, I think?
Yeah, Riverdrift again.
Our favorite.
Riverdrift, everyone's favorite map. Woohoo!
We see so many Riverdrift games. I bet we could just like play it with our eyes closed, like in our heads.
Yeah.
Like I'm just imagining the board, playing my cards.
The shape of Riverdrift is just gonna be forever banned into memory.
Strong opening from Pinon.
Yeah.
Ljovynn can kind of do something, but
yeah,
it's gonna be
have
hard.
The best starting hand here. Like that harmony was pretty good, but other than that, there's not a whole lot they can do.
Like I think he still has good pushing cards, but unless Pinon wants to just like completely seal off his base, they're not gonna do much.
Yeah.
Like I think it's kind of hard to follow up his turn 1, you know?
Yeah.
About to run out of time, just gonna put that splash mob right there.
Fish stick? Interesting.
Yeah, Pinon's been playing that. I said earlier that I'd like to see a fish stick push, so I'm glad that we saw the fish stick push.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down in my notes. Why fish stick?
Yeah. Would be a nice question.
It's just gonna be like, I like it, it's funny.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, some of the more niche picks from top level players is just, it's kind of funny.
Yeah. Nally Eddy is a card that I feel like you see quite a bit, even if but it's also a really niche card at the same time.
Yeah, you see Eddie a lot on Lake Drift. Wow, I'm calling everything Drift today. On lakefront property. Sometimes in Square. Everything's just getting overrun by River Drift.
X marks the drift.
Drift marks the act. Drift to the metal. Over the drift.
Drift mansion. Okay, we should probably stop
Double
now.
drift. You've been looking for some special spots to just kind of... I don't think anything's gonna get disrupted. Pinon's base is mostly filled in. I think he might have a nozzle nose we saw in a previous game, which can fit in, I think, 2 different spots here.
Yeah, it can fit in that little left top corner.
Yeah, and then a little more tucked away into his base.
Ooh, that's a nice
Both
deal.
players attack, though.
I think Pinon could probably put the nozzle nose in that little corner there, maybe. I'm not too sure. That area of Ljovynn's base that they got access to.
Depends which one it is, and I forget which one is in his deck.
Yeah, I think it's the D version, the second one.
Yeah. But Toxic Mist comes a bit too late. That's a popular Harmony combo card, but it's not really gonna do much at this point. There's not too many good spots. He could activate it if... You see that spot a little bit above Harmony? Toxic Mist could activate there. I'm not sure if he sees.
I don't recognize where the Harmony is at this point. Oh wait,
Harmony
no,
is like half eaten by Steelio.
I think I... Oh wait, no, I think I see it. Yeah. I see it.
Not really good spots for splatter color screen. I think he's just looking out for next turn.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's kind of nifty.
Go for the combo.
Yeah, and that still gives 3 specials, so he can use that splatter color screen next turn. But I think Pinon's in a much better position.
Ooh, let me get... Ooh, that slightly overwrites. Only ever so slightly overwrites Pinon's over special.
Yeah, but Pinon has a 6-point lead, and I think better options to attack, so I think Pinon's gonna take this game.
Yeah. We will see, though. But,
we'll see.
Yeah, a 6-point lead.
Yeah, and there's not really great splatter color screen spots. Like, Pinon's territory is kind of really far back, and Ljovynn doesn't have many specials in good positions to attack. Whereas Pinon can basically just go into that huge, like, open area in Ljovynn's base.
Yeah.
Or just go there.
10 missiles.
Yep, Pinon
Yeah,
takes that game.
Pinon takes that one. Still a pretty close game though. I do think Ljovynn's opening hand hurt him quite a bit. Oh, we'll go for
Yeah.
another rerun. We'll see if Ljovynn wins this one then.
Basically
Imagine
just
they both
saying,
imagine if they
sorry.
both just win one game on two. Imagine if
Yeah,
they
right.
both win a game on the map.
Yeah, they
On
just
each
play
of
the
the
same,
maps,
like,
yeah.
3 maps.
That's a much better opener.
Definitely. I think sometimes the run back is basically just saying, like, well, had I drawn different cards, I probably could have won.
Yeah. Still, this opening hand isn't the best either. It's better, but only by a slight bit, I think.
Yeah. Not. I think the cuttlefish is probably. He probably wants to use it, like, within the Joe, but I like the push with it. Like, I think the push is a good move. Oh, and the Marigold can probably fill in there or inside of the Joe now.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about turning Marigold upwards to not put that, like, little nub at the top of her head into the path of Joe. Got some options.
Yeah. Ljovynn clearly isn't too sure what to do though. But to be fair, I don't blame him because I couldn't think of anything to do here. I mean, I'm not that good at Tableturf, but
Yeah,
ooh,
just
that's nice.
Oh, it's the L3 nozzle nose D. I should have known.
Nice.
But both players just kind of base building. I think we're gonna see that for a little while longer. I'm not sure if anyone's gonna go for any really aggressive specials. It's nifty that still fits.
Yeah,
but Ljovynn is gonna go for a special, actually, I think. Maybe hoping for the Toxic Mist next turn? No, he's gonna decide against it.
Yeah, there isn't very much space for Ljovynn to use here. Like, there is a lot of awkward little gaps. Ooh, that hero shot fit. It does fit nicely, but it won't give him any special. Which is a bit disappointing.
He's still got the 10 attack, I think, to fill in the Marigold.
Yeah.
Like, I think, even though it doesn't get a special, I think filling in that part and getting, well, would have been getting 12 spots is still pretty worthwhile. But Pinon attacks with Steel Eel, does a little bit, but sets up a really good special to attack from later.
It's a nice attack spot. But being forced to special on your 4th turn is when there's 4 turns left is a bit rough. Especially considering Ljovynn doesn't have only has 4 special to use. Pinon passes. At 3, it's quite a big of a point lead between the two of them. Yeah, I think if Ljovynn is able to get enough special in these few turns, he might actually win this.
He's itching for that tent attack, I know it.
Yeah, he really wants 10 attack, but he just isn't getting it yet. Pinon got that 10 attack.
Oh, no 10
and
attack.
They didn't get it. They didn't get it until the last turn. That's sad. It's RNG.
I think
We love RNG.
I think Ljovynn might have to pass here. Because there's no way to get special, and he needs 3 special.
Yeah, so that's made that point difference, that massive point difference basically just disappear.
Yeah.
But they still have a 6-point difference, which it's not massive, but it'll help.
Yeah. But it looks kind of like Ljovynn has some pretty good screen spots. I think Pinon has a really good spot to attack from on the bottom, but I don't know if it's going to be able to beat this screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to have a really good spot down there. I don't know if that was perfect. I didn't quite see it all, but that was a really good spot. It's a tie!
Draw! It's a draw! Wow, okay.
Wow. We're gonna go back to River Drift again.
More River Drift! Woohoo!
I forget which players. It might have been Ljovynn and Carmen, but I think they played like 4 River Drift games in that set.
4 River Drift games.
It was like they were both just like, yeah, let's play River Drift again. That was certainly a sight to see.
Yeah, I can imagine it was.
Going with the marina opening, looking into the future for that griller. Ljovynn's trying to figure out if it's worth it to try to disrupt using that griller. I think if he can pull it off, it would be really cool, but it's kind of a risky play, I think, but it could be worth it. It's gonna be really cool if it works.
Yeah.
Nope, it's not gonna work. But Ljovynn still can push with that charger pretty easily. But just kind of deciding whether to go aggressive or defend with that griller, because that sets up the shielded Octo Trooper spot. Pinon decides to go aggressive too.
With a 312 no less. Definitely an interesting move.
That hero shot's nice. I like the way it lines up on the
that is
order.
pretty nicely. That is a pretty nicely fit piece.
But both players kind of have their base ruined already.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both pretty much just ruining each other's base at this point.
Yeah, and I think Ljovynn wants to guarantee that Pinon can't really make combos. Unfortunately, not really going to be able to stop that Kali, but it's only going to activate 1, so it's not the biggest deal, I think.
Yeah.
Using that Cuttlefish pretty well to activate 1, but both players similar points, and 1 special each, so fairly close game.
Mm-hmm. That is a pretty good goldfish spot, honestly.
I'm looking at the time, and this diamond bracket has gone on for a while. All the players are,
Yeah.
I think, really just trying their hardest.
Yeah. Getting a lot of close sets.
Definitely. Still fairly neck and neck, but Pinon only has one special, and it seems like it might be kind of hard to generate special at this point.
Ljovynn doesn't really have a whole lot they can do other than special at this point, though.
Yeah. I think he's just trying to size up spots for later on. That splatter color screen in the bottom was a pretty nice one, but it's a little bit difficult to get that set up. Because he doesn't have a way to directly attack it right now. But looks like he might up to pass this turn.
Yeah. Shielded Octotrooper, another card that you don't really see a whole lot. Again, these top players really like using real niche cards.
I think Octotrooper is a little more like... It's used here in Thunderdrift, I think, a lot. Because it's like a good kind of like defensive card to like shove into corners.
Yeah. It does look like a bit of an awkward shape, but it's actually not that hard to work with compared to some other cards. Like
interesting to note. Oh, sorry.
You can pretty easily like fit it around other things.
Yeah.
Compared to something like Anna or Gorilla.
Yeah, the shape isn't super hard to work with. The Octotrooper works with Griller, though, actually. Like, Ljovynn's been setting up that combo the past couple games. But I was gonna say, it's interesting to note that with these passes Ljovynn's been doing, each time he gets another special, it's giving him the opportunity to special a different card, and he's been checking every single like space he can. He's being extremely thorough right now.
Yeah.
You know, that's just something you gotta do at high level. Like, you just have to try seeing every single one of your options every time. Even if it's like, oh, that's probably not the best card to play, you know, just seeing what you can do with it might help. But Pinon has only one special, can only special his 10 attack. Despite a 5-point lead, that was a pretty hefty splatter color screen. And Ljovynn takes that victory.
Yep.
And hopefully we're done with River Drift, but maybe they'll go back again.
Yeah. I wonder what game they're gonna... not what game, I wonder what map they're gonna do. Oh, double Gemini. Interesting.
Double Drift and I. That one was on purpose.
Yeah. Double Gemini is definitely a pretty popular counter pick. Because while it's a real weird diagonal map, it's a lot harder to play on than a traditional having like Main Street as such.
It's fun though. I like it.
I wouldn't say it's as strict as some like box seats, but you also definitely have to adapt your deck to it quite a bit. Like you could go in with a generalist deck for this map, but it wouldn't really work all that well.
It's like the edges of the map make this like so much more suited to like specifically playing around it, you know?
Yeah.
Like there's so many cards that can activate themselves, basically.
Yeah, the corners of the map are really easy special spots, and you practically have to build your deck around that. You're basically missing out if you don't. Oh, that's a pretty good slasher PS. That's a really nice PS. Nice heavy splatling. Oh, aerospray. Another card. Another niche card, I swear. These decks just have all the niche cards. All the cards that I haven't seen before. Well, obviously I know. I know what all the cards are, but... It's really interesting seeing all these niche cards be in situations where they can actually work.
Yeah, and I'm wondering where that aerospray is gonna go. Like, I'm not sure what exactly the goal with it is at the moment.
Oh, we have a snatcher. We have a snatcher in Ljovynn.
Let's go. Using Pinon's favorite card against him.
Yep.
Missiles played neutrally is... I don't necessarily want to say a desperate play, but like, I don't think Pinon had many options.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sort of like something you wouldn't do unless you absolutely had to, I feel like.
Yeah.
Cohawk is another card that's quite good for this map because it's a little special near the edge. It's just really good for getting.
Yeah, all the places it can slot in.
It's practically made for this map.
Right. It's good for like filling in the edges and then comboing with Joe openings.
Yeah. Ooh, nice spot. Because that blocks off, that pierces through a lot of what Pinon was playing, and it also gives Ljovynn another special.
Ooh, I see. Is the aerospray meant to kind of play off of that fry? There's some pretty good spots with the aerospray on both the fry and that big man down there. Right, the big man and I think the shiver opening.
Yeah.
Having the shiver, fry, and big man is kind of a deep cut.
A nice cozy little aerospray spot. But yeah, having all of the idol group cards is definitely an interesting choice.
Not the original big man card, it's the big man 2 as we call it, but still big man.
Yeah. I do still wonder why they decided to just basically make new cards for the idols that were just their bosses instead of making a card on something else. But
they just thought it'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm not complaining because the cards are actually pretty good. Like you see quite a few of them used quite a lot. You see Hyper Manta Storm used quite a lot.
Yeah, it's a pretty good card.
Oh, that is a nice, cozy little sprinkler spot. Unfortunately, it doesn't get too special, but it gets 1 special point. That's good enough. Ooh, the Joe spot. Ljovynn definitely has a lot of options here for special. It's just which one will he end up using.
Yeah, he's got a huge special lead. The score's pretty close, but with this special lead, I'm not sure if Pinon's going to be able to really do enough.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 special point at this point. Oh, that 10 attack was pretty good. But yeah, 1 special point, 3 special is point isn't too bad actually. Ljovynn will probably, I'm guessing Ljovynn will play something after this 312.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he has though. I didn't get a good look at his deck when he showed it. If he showed it, I didn't. Sometimes you just don't notice, I think.
Oh, you can't
play the Snatcher.
You can't play the Snatcher.
But I don't think it matters, because even if Pinon gets a perfect special, it's not enough. It would have been so insane for him to play Snatcher turn 12. But
yeah,
he does not need to.
Yeah, he did not need to. That was 26-point lead is really hard to come back from.
Yeah, because even a perfect 312, that's only a 24-point swing, so there's still 2 points that you just can't make up.
And with that, Ljovynn wins Diamond Bracket.
Good games, everyone. Congrats, Ljovynn. Congrats, Pinon. Congrats, Traylina. Everyone played really well today. It was really great to see.